Morning, all. All right, so 9 games tonight in the National Hockey League. We have four starting at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, one a half an hour later, two a half an hour later, and then two starting at 6 p.m. my time. So, relatively early night for me tonight. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Detroit Red Wings. They split the first two meetings, so this is the rubber match. December 16th, it's a 1-0 win for Philadelphia. December 22nd, a 7-6 shootout victory for Detroit. So very different games. No idea what we'll get tonight. Probably something in the middle. For Philadelphia, they're 25, 17, and 6 overall. Their power play 14%, penalty kill 85%. Their kill's fantastic. The power play it's been a little better since they got Drysdale. It still needs some work. Farabee's been their leading scorer over the last month. 15 games, 6 goals, 12 assists, 18 points. Couturier, 13 games, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points. So you probably want more goals from Couturier, but he's playing well defensively. Ristolainen, that contract, it's not talked about as much when they're winning, but it's still there, and it's still probably one that Flyers fans aren't all that happy with. And Risto's got 1 goal, 1 assist for 2 points over 15 games in the last month. On the Detroit side, they're 24, 18, and 5. Their power play, 23%. Their penalty kill, 80%. Larkin leading them in scoring over the last month. 13 games, 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. JT Compher's been really good lately. 13 games, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. And Fabry's dangerous out there. 13 games, 4 goals with 1 assist for 5 points. Also at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, we have the New York Islanders and the Montreal Canadiens. So this is the second of 3 meetings. On December 16th, Montreal wins 5-3. April the 11th is the third and final meeting. For the Islanders, they're 20, 16, and 11 overall. 22% on the power play, 73% on the penalty kill. Noah Dobson leading the way in scoring over the last month. A goal and 13 assists for 14 points in 14 games. Brock Nelson, 5 goals, 3 assists, 8 points in 14 games. And Paul Murray, he's been around the net. I'm kind of surprised that he only has 2 goals, 2 assists for 4 points in 14 games over the last month. So maybe he gets one tonight against a Montreal team that's 19, 21, and 7. Their power play 19%, penalty kill 74%. Keep in mind, they've been gravitating towards 500, so they're kind of due for a win. We'll see if they get that tonight. Caulfield leading them in scoring over the last month, 14 games, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 points. So the goal scoring's really started to show up for Caulfield. Armia's been pretty good lately, too, especially as a bottom 6 player. 14 games, 4 goals, 1 assist, 5 points. Josh Anderson, in the 10 games he's played over the last month, just the 2 goals. Really didn't get that huge explosion of goals from him. We thought we might, because he really did. He was all right. He just wasn't getting any puck luck, and now we're back to it. Boston and Ottawa also starts at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again March the 19th as well as April the 16th. Boston now 29, 10, and 9 on the season. Their power play 26%, penalty kill 83%. Of course, Pasternak's still the leading scorer over the last month. 15 games, 10 goals, 13 assists, 23 points. McAvoy has got 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points in 15 games. He's also a plus 19, which is insane over a month. James Van Riemsdyk, 12 games, 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. He got off to a good start. A little quieter lately, but still provides Boston with some experience and a decent top 9 forward. Ottawa, 18, 24, and 1 overall. 15% power play, 74% penalty kill. They really need to fix all that. Claude Giroux, 14 games, 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points for him to lead the way in scoring over the last month. Chabot, 1 goal, 6 assists, 7 points in 12 games. And Kubalik, who's been dropped down the lineup recently. In fact, I think he was a healthy scratch in their last game. 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points in 12 games. So probably looking for a little more from Kubalik when he's in there. 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific start between the Coyotes and the Tampa Bay Lightning. Arizona did win this first matchup in Arizona 3-1 on November 28th. The Coyotes 23, 20, and 3 overall. 23% on the power play, 79% on the penalty kill. Clayton Keller leading the way in scoring, 7 goals, 6 assists, 13 points, over 13 games in the last month. Bukestad, 4 goals, 3 assists, 7 points. He's having a very good year. Cooley, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. Puck started going in the net for him. We'll see if that continues tonight. All of those players having played 13 games in the last month. On the Tampa Bay side, they're 25, 18, and 5 overall, 30% on the power play, 81% on the penalty kill, so elite numbers from Tampa Bay there. Kucherov's leading him in scoring over the last month because he's just out of his mind. 13 games, 8 goals, 15 assists, 23 points. Those are out of your mind totals. Nick Paul, maybe some goals will go over to him soon. He's got 13 games, 1 goal, 5 assists, 6 points. Connor Sherry, very quiet, just 2 assists in 12 games over the last month. 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific, New Jersey and Carolina. This might be game of the night material. This is the first of 3 meetings. They'll meet again February 10th as well as March the 9th. New Jersey 24-18-3, very unpredictable. Carolina's unpredictable too. New Jersey 26% on the power play, 78% on the penalty kill. Nico Hischier 13 games, 6 goals, 5 assists, 11 points. Their leading scorer over the last calendar month. Luke Hughes 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points in 13 games. Continues to have a very strong rookie season. And Nemitz quietly doing very similar. 1 goal, 7 assists, 8 points. Nemitz might even be ahead of Luke Hughes at this point. But either way, the Devils have 2 very good young defensemen there. Carolina 26-15-5 overall, 28% on the power play, 84% on the penalty kill. So those are pretty elite numbers there too. Aho 12 games, 3 goals, 19 assists, 22 points. His numbers are insane too, and that's over the last month, of course. Brent Burns 3 goals, 9 assists, 12 points. So he's producing at a point per game rate over the last month. Orlov not so much. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points from Orlov. Orlov's still to me a head scratcher. Like I get why the team would want him, but at that cap hit and at that contract length, I don't know. It just feels like a weird fit to me. We'll see if they make a move this summer because clearly they have too many defensemen. They may make a move over the next 6 weeks. All right, so 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific start between the Anaheim Ducks and the Dallas Stars. October 19th, Dallas won this matchup 3-2. They'll meet again on March the 8th. Anaheim 16-30-1 overall, 19% on the power play, 77% on the penalty kill. Henrique's their leading scorer over the last month, 5 goals, 6 assists, 11 points for Adam Henrique. Vetrano 6 goals, 4 assists, 10 points, so his scoring's picked up again lately. And Radko Gudas has actually been pretty solid for Anaheim, 10 games, 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points for Gudas. Decent plus-minus numbers, and honestly, I think he's been a solid addition to their blue line. For Dallas, they're 28-13-6 overall, 23% power play, 83% penalty kill. Rope Hintz leading him in scoring over the last month, 11 goals, 7 assists, 18 points in 15 games. Matt Duchene, 15 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. And Thomas Harley, 15 games and 10 assists over the last month. Harley has really come into his own, and it's been nice to see. 8 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific start between Nashville and Minnesota. So I'm taking Minnesota. Minnesota did win the first matchup 6-1. That was on November the 30th, though. I don't think there's going to be momentum from that. These teams will meet again February 29th as well as March the 10th. Nashville 25-21-1 overall. 20% on the power play, 77% on the penalty kill. Nyquist leading him in scoring over the last month with 7 goals, 7 assists, 14 points. So he's a solid pick if you're looking to play the fantasy. That's why I do the last month now. Anyway, Novak, 13 games, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. Underwhelming offensive numbers for Novak considering how prominent he is for them. So we'll see. Carrier, 13 games, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 points. Don't hear much about Alex Carrier now on their blue line. Good defenseman, not flashy. Yeah, solid all around. On the Minnesota side, 21-21-5. It's not all about fantasy, alas. But yeah, for Minnesota, they're 21-21-5, 21% on the power play, 73% on the penalty kill. Joel Eriksson-Ek being their leading scorer over the last month. 5 goals, 9 assists, 14 points in 15 games. Minnesota, one of those teams that's played 15 games in the last month. There are some tired teams. Kaprizov, 8 games since his return, 5 goals, 6 assists, or 6 goals, 5 assists, sorry, flip it, 11 points in 8 games for him. I think Kaprizov is back. Rossi, 2 goals, 5 assists, 7 points for him in 15 games, so a little under half a point per game, but again, with the way Minnesota's playing right now, I would expect Rossi's numbers to bounce back too. I do like Minnesota in this matchup, thus I'm wearing Minnesota. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Columbus and Calgary. This is a matchup that Columbus won at home 3-1 on October the 20th. For Columbus, they're 14-23-9 overall. 14% on the power play, 79% on the penalty kill. Johnny Gaudreau has been their leading scorer over the last month, but he only has a goal and 6 assists for 7 points in 11 games. Kent Johnson, 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in 11 games. Looking for more from him. And Marchenko as well. 1 goal, 2 assists, 3 points over 11 games. That's why they're struggling right there. On the Calgary side, they're 21, 21, and 5. Same record as Minnesota. Power play 14%, penalty kill 84%. So their penalty kill is excellent. They just need to work on the power play. Coleman, their leading scorer over the last month, because of course he is. 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points in 13 games. Huberdeau, 12 games, 2 goals, 9 assists, 11 points. It's worthy of note that Huberdeau is up around a point per game. Not too bad considering how this season's gone for him. Klapka, I wanted to mention because he's played 2 games for Calgary, and when he's out there, half the time it looks like he's a man playing amongst teenagers. Like he's huge, 6'8". So yeah, impressive. And there were points during their last game where I was like, this looks ridiculous because he's got a young face too. So it's weird. But honestly, a huge player. 9 Eastern, 6 Pacific start between Chicago and Edmonton. Edmonton's already won the season series. They're looking for the sweep. The Oilers won December 12th, 4-1. January 9th, one of the ugliest wins of the year, but Edmonton won it, 2-1. And of course, they're going for their 15th straight win tonight. Chicago, 14, 32, and 2 overall. 12% on the power play, 77% on the penalty kill. Not really a surprise with those numbers. Dickinson, 15 games, 5 goals, 4 assists, 9 points, is their leading scorer over the last month. He's their most consistent threat. He and Foligno being their most consistent threats, I guess. Seth Jones has been good since his return. 6 games, 1 goal, 3 assists, 4 points. Sanford picked up off waivers, or they traded for Sanford, right? Anyways, I don't know. NHL players, they got Sanford. He has 3 assists in 9 games since joining Chicago. On the Oilers side, they're 27, 15, and 1. They have won 14 straight games. 26% on the power play, 83% on the penalty kill. Draisaitl, 12 games, 8 goals, 8 assists, 16 points. Their leading scorer over the last month. Foegele, above a point per game over the last month for him too. 5 goals, 8 assists, 13 points in 12 games. And Evander Kane, in the 11 games he's played, 2 goals, 4 assists, 6 points. They're looking for more from Kane, but you know what? They're on a 14-game heater. I don't think they're overly concerned. But let me know your picks in the comment section below, as always. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe in the event that you haven't already. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I will talk to you again soon.